This is Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman.
Hey, welcome to Midweek Politics. If it looks different in here, it's because we're finally at the new Midweek Politics studio, and Lewis has wasted no time in taking his shoes off. Are you going to be doing this, Lewis? Just so the audience knows, you're not wearing your shoes now, right?
Correct.
Is this going to be a regular thing at the new studio because there's carpet?
It's a new ritual.
So guests will come in here, and you'll just be wearing no shoes?
Most likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. And it strikes me as unprofessional.
Well, I'm also wearing shorts right now. I fail to see.
So it basically all
that
goes
doesn't bother
together.
you? You're wearing shorts too.
If it's not on camera, then it's then it doesn't matter. Can we talk about the concert story now?
Okay. We can.
We mentioned this on the members podcast, which you can get at midweekpolitics.com a couple of weeks ago. Lewis is in a metal band. That's no secret, as much of our audience knows. What our audience doesn't know is that Lewis is 25 years old, but for whatever reason, in a battle of the bands type of situation, Lewis is the oldest member of the band, and they actually had to say Lewis was 22 because it was the 16 to 22 age group. Do I have that right?
Right, which was the oldest age group. There were only two age groups.
So it's fair to say this is a pretty juvenile battle of the bands, right?
Well, it turned out that way. We were really the only band that the majority of the people were 21 and 22.
Right. And so Lewis had to lie, and I wasn't allowed to talk about it. I was able to allude to it on the members podcast, but Lewis didn't want any more details being said. I won't say where exactly this was. Needless to say, you guys didn't win, right?
We placed second, yeah.
And should you have won?
I think so.
Right. All right.
And you would say, of course, I'm going to say that.
Of course you would say that. And so Lewis lying about his age, and the emails about Lewis are still coming in regularly. I've got people telling me they want to replace Lewis on the show. People that don't even live around here are emailing me saying, listen, give me one shot to replace Lewis on the show. And I very politely say, it's great that you're interested in the show, but we're not really looking for a replacement for Lewis right now. Is that the correct answer that I should be giving?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the answer I'll continue giving.
That's a nice way to put it.
It is. It's the truth. We're not actively looking to replace Lewis. Well, remember when we had Koran Burner Terry Jones on a few weeks ago? This is the guy from the Dove World Outreach Center that down in Florida is planning on burning the Quran on 9/11. Mm-hmm. And at the time, the interview, it got some traction and we got a lot of emails about it, but it wasn't really making national headlines. You can't turn on any of the national news networks right now and not hear about the Quran burning. We were all over this, not to pat myself on the back or Lewis or anybody else, because it just so happened we like having nutty people on the show and interviewing them. It just so happened, though, that we had this guy on, and now it's all over the news. David Pakman is saying burning the Quran would actually endanger the troops potentially. We have David Petraeus' number 2 saying we absolutely do not want any Quran burning going on. We interviewed this guy a month ago, and you can actually go on youtube.com/midweekpolitics and check it out. I should add, no surprise, Lewis, what other groups did Terry Jones say he didn't like, in addition to Muslims?
Oh, let's see. I can't remember. I think the Jews were on that list.
Of course. Jews
right.
are going to hell. I don't know that he has a personal dislike. And also homosexuals he doesn't like.
Right.
So that is now, it's now all over. No surprise. I mean, the guy was... He was nuts, to say the least. And the 2010 election is going to be happening shortly after this alleged Quran burning will be taking place. Midweek Politics is made possible in part by the Daily Hampshire Gazette and GazetteNet.com, connecting our communities with local news and information. National Priorities Project and Smith College Department of Government, hosting Congresswoman Donna Edwards on Sunday, October 3rd. More information at nationalpriorities.org. By DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.